The Rising of the Shield Hero, Volume 2, Chapter 34, Journey on the Carriage. Oh, did we make it? As we've arrived at our destination, I take a look at Raftalia, who looks like she's just about to collapse, and I let out a bit of a woeful groan. It didn't look like she was having trouble earlier, but it looks like having Fido run amok may have been too much. We've made it to the hut. Looks like Fido didn't have enough as even after she stopped pulling the wagon, she was letting her legs loose and frolicking about. Raftalia looked dreadful as she staggered on her feet. Well, let's load up the lumber now. I aided the lumberjack who came out of the hut in loading the lumber onto the wagon. I also helped out a bit in cutting down some trees. Thanks to my shield skill, the quality of the lumber was raised. While I did that, I had Raftalia continue her riding training. On a side note, I got a reaction from the lumber, so I let the shield absorb it. Why is the shield now in brackets? Whatever. The requirements for Kino Tree Shield has been unlocked. Unlocked? Jesus, they keep changing all those translators on me. The requirements for the Less Tree Shield has been unlocked. Kino Tree Shield, equipment bonus, woodworking skill 1, unmastered. Less Tree Shield, equipment bonus, low-level woodworking recipe, unmastered. It's the wood shield branch. These two trees seem to have the most common types used for woodworking. The Kino trees are like the hinoki, Japanese cypress, from my world, but with a bit of an aromatic fragrance. The less trees sort of resemble the sugi, or the Japanese cedar. But the grain of the cut tree seems to differ depending on the location. It's a bit of an odd tree. Well, not like that matters too much. A few days later, pound, pound, pound. With a wooden mallet in my hand, I work vigorously in modifying our wagon into a full horse-drawn carriage. It seems my skill has improved considerably when I suspect it is due to the woodworking skill 2 I unlocked the other day. Nope, woodworking skill 1 I unlocked. It's 1, but with an I for Roman numeral 1, and then I, so I thought it was 2, but it's not. I begin to affix the frame on top of our wagon. After that, I'll need to cover the top with some thick cloth. The Ryudo village reconstruction is proceeding swimmingly, and it looks like they'll be fine without our help now. The villagers noticed I was working on upgrading my wagon into a carriage, and even lent a hand. Alright, this seems to be pretty okay. Looks like it's done. I, along with a few villagers that helped me out, let out a bit of a cheer upon finishing the carriage. It's a horse-drawn carriage, but the one pulling it will be a Firo Real. Well, whatever. Thanks for helping me, everyone. It's no problem at all. Hiro-sama has helped us out with so much. This is the least we can do. The villagers all help me out with kind smiles. They're treating me kindly as I've saved their lives, but I can't spoil myself by staying here. Still, I'm honestly grateful to the people here. I'm glad you feel that way. You'll be peddling goods, you said? I'll mostly be a guy that does odd jobs, traveling from village to village, town to town, transporting goods, selling whatever commodities I come across, escorting people. I see. Yeah, the villagers don't seem to really get what I mean. Well, it's true that it's not typical hero behavior like what Motoyasu would do. It's not like I've envisioned a clear-cut path to success here, but I've got Firo now, and it only makes sense to make the most out of her. Whoa, the wagon turned into a carriage. Fido, who is in her human form and playing about, had a look of surprise as she notices how large the wagon has grown. Is Fido going to be pulling this? Fido asks, her eyes positively glimmering. Yeah, that's right. From now on, you'll be pulling this carriage as we will travel all over the country. Really? Fido cheers, brimming with happiness. Man, if it were me, I'd absolutely I'd absolutely object to doing such manual labor. Are we really going to? Oh, no, it was Raftalia. Are we really going to? Raftalia mutters dejectedly. It seems Raftalia doesn't sound very enthusiastic about our journey on the carriage, as she has yet to completely get over her motion sickness. You'll get over it eventually, just bear it until then. Fine. I face Fido and go over this multiple times. Fido, what is your job? Fido's job is to pull the carriage to wherever Master wants to go. Right. And to kick that spear guy if I ever see him. Correct. One of those is wrong. Just what are you making her do? Raftalia objects to my words in bewilderment. What? You're looking at me as if I said something crazy. If you see Moriyasu, kick him. I see nothing wrong here. Seriously, I'll get nowhere if I have to micromanage each one of them so much. Alright then, we're off to peddle our goods. I'll be hiding myself in the carriage. Raftalia, whenever we hit a village or a town, try to sell what we've got. Okay, I will. Outside of Yudo Village, I still have a pretty bad reputation. So if I were to come out and try to negotiate, things might go awry, and I won't be able to sell a thing. That's why I have appointed Raftalia with the task of selling and haggling our wares. Except, he's actually really good at it, and it doesn't matter because he uses his balloon trick, and he is the best one for the selling. Why would he ever think that he shouldn't be the one selling? What the fuck experience does Raftalia have when he used to do this so much in games and he knows so much about it? God, why are you such a fucking idiot, Naofumi? Where were we? She has a fairly attractive appearance. You know what? All of my points are completely gone now because she's pretty, and that'll actually help. She has a fairly attractive appearance and is not particularly shy either. She might be pretty well suited to jobs handling clients. Well, let's head out. Our preparation's complete. We load up the carriage with our baggage and have Hiro draw us. Ah, Hiro-sama. What is it? Within the mass of the villagers seeing us off, a man stepped forward in front of me and was dressed several notches above everyone else. I'm the lord who is in charge of the area in which Ryudo village resides. Shield Hiro-sama, I thank you for everything you have done. Don't worry about it. This was just a nice place for me to set up a base. Please, take this. The lord says that he hands me a sheet of parchment. This is... As you'll be selling goods, I'm sure this will be useful. It's a commerce amnesty. Commerce amnesty? Yes, in this country, if you sell goods at each and every village or town you visit, you must pay a fixed amount to that region's lord. Is that so? Well, if I just flaunt my authority as a hero, then... Nah, since I have such a shitty reputation, that'll probably just backfire. But that's when you can present this that's when you can present this commerce amnesty with a stamp on it. If you have this, then you'll be exempt from paying a region's lord. I hope the region's lords. Whatever. I hope you will find this useful. Is this really okay? Yes, I won't be able to face my people if I don't present to Hiro-sama proper remuneration. Remuneration. I've literally never heard that word before. Remuneration for the services he has done. I feel bad that I don't know it, but I don't know it. Now that I think about it, this is the agriculture sector of the Merlo Mark region. It's a place that gets quite a bit of traffic, so the lord of the region must have the same degree of influence and dignity to match its affluence. It must have been brought to his attention by the villagers that I minimized the possible damage that could have occurred to Ryudo village during the wave. With my bad reputation spread about, the king would scorn any nobles that would assist me, so for his villagers he'll force himself to bear such humiliation. But instead, what faced me was a cheerful smile. I give this to you out of concern that your poor reputation may demerit your future business. He's giving it to me with purely good intentions. Then I can respond with honest gratitude. Thank you. I'll make use of it. May you have a safe journey. Yeah, I'll be off. If there's anything we can do to aid you, Hiro-sama, please allow us to help. If you guys can just live long and prosper, that'll be plenty. Of course. And that's... and with that, our journey is as a jack-of-all-trades doing odd jobs began. At first we began with selling medicine. We didn't have much, but we were able to sell it below the market price. Our main items were remedies and nutritional supplements. These specifically I was able to make in higher level quality, and we were able to sell it for a fairly high price. And whenever we stopped by a village, I would buy the medicinal herbs that I knew about and synthesize them into medicine on the road. Fyodor was quite fast, so most of the time we made it to the next village within a day, but on some occasions we had to camp out. When that happens, we stop the carriage, set up a campfire, and have dinner. Master, the space next to Fyodor is open. Let's sleep together. Pat, pat. In her demon form, Fyodor signals me to sit beside her. It's way too stuffy being next to you. It seems Fyodor really wants to sleep next to me. At an inn, I've ordered Fyodor to never change into her demon form, so when we camp outside like this, she indulges herself in a bit more. Well, if we're camping outside, there's no one around, so there won't be any trouble. I guess it's fine to let her off the hook a bit every now and then. Fyodor, you really do like Naofumi-sama, don't you? Yep. I won't lose to you, Raftalia and Nei-chan. How did you end up with that? Whenever Raftalia and Fyodor argue, it's in some fine line where I can't tell whether they're on good terms or on bad terms. Fyodor is still a kid, so she can throw a tantrum at just about anything. Oh wait, Raftalia is also actually a kid herself, isn't she? She's mentally they're about the same age. Yes, hurry up and sleep, you two. I'll wake you up when it's time to switch. Ah, you're treating Fyodor like a kid again. That's right, please stop treating me like a child. Oh, that's right, Raftalia and Fyodor are both grown-ups, aren't they? You don't think so at all. Yeah, Master, you're so mean. And with silly conversations like that, our days of peddling continue. Yay, fun on the road with the two pretty girls. Yay.